Making a lot of progress, huh? They like me. The Palestinians like me. The Palestinians are doing very well, actually. I think we're working very closely with a lot of people to make everybody happy.
We're now just over 1 month into Trump's Gaza plan. Israel's military still occupies 53% of the Strip, and officials worry that unless progress is made, it could stay there. The US has been keen to get things moving. On Monday, the UN Security Council approved Trump's 20-point plan for Gaza, authorizing an international peacekeeping force to deploy in the Strip.
It was just endorsed by the United Nations. It was pretty great. It's a big thing. I think it's one of the most important things the United Nations will ever do, actually.
Shortly after, US officials reportedly told the Jerusalem Post that the first soldiers in this force are expected to arrive in Gaza in early 2026, with Indonesia and Azerbaijan currently most likely to send troops. But that doesn't change the reality on the ground. Hamas, which controls the remaining 47% of Gaza, has said it will not disarm without a Palestinian state.
We are not going to be disarmed as long as we are not sure that this will lead to have an independent, self-sovereign state which is able to defend itself.
Israel's government has said it will never allow one and that it will destroy Hamas.
ההתנגדות שלנו למדינה פלסטינית בשטח כלשהו מערב לירדן, ההתנגדות הזאת קיימת ושרירה, היא לא השתנתה כהוא זה. השטח הזה יפורז והחמאס יתפרק מנשקו. או שזה יקרה בדרך הקלה או שזה יקרה בדרך הקשה.
While they remain in deadlock, no country wants to join a peacekeeping force that has to disarm Hamas, rebuild infrastructure that could be bombed the next day, or be seen to uphold an indefinite Israeli occupation. Trump's advisor and son-in-law Jared Kushner had another idea. What if we just rebuild the half of Gaza under Israel's control and move all the Palestinian civilians into that half? The plan aims to use economic incentives to draw Palestinians away from Hamas-held areas. This would split Gaza into two halves. The new Gaza, in the 53% of the Strip Israel occupies, and the old Gaza, where 2 million Palestinians currently live under Hamas's control. Reconstruction would only happen in the Israeli half, where, according to The Atlantic magazine, they aim to build new housing developments called alternate safe communities. Palestinians would be vetted for links to Hamas and, if approved, move into these communities, most likely without the option of returning to the other half of Gaza. The plan has alarmed just about everyone. Israel's military, already undergoing a major burnout crisis among its reserve soldiers, has repeatedly said it does not want to be responsible for occupying Gaza's population. It's unclear how many Palestinians, displaced multiple times already throughout the war, would want to move again into a territory occupied by Israel's military, especially if they were denied the option to return. As for building these new communities, Arab diplomats have strongly opposed a partition of Gaza, saying they can't donate funds seen as building for Israel and not for Palestinians. Kushner's plan looks increasingly like a repeat of Israel's pre-war strategy, using economic incentives to manage the occupation and decrease support for Hamas among Palestinians. Yet Palestinians remain sharply divided on the militant group. Its popularity had been declining throughout the war, yet its efforts to re-establish security and crack down on aid looting have recouped some support after months of chaos, looting, and price gouging. A slim majority now oppose the group disarming, fearing a return to anarchy in the short term and permanent Israeli control in the long term. While this stalemate endures, Gaza remains divided and extremely far from whatever post-war future Trump had envisioned.